Santiago was a shepherd. He roamed the Andalusian hills, his heart content with his flock and his books. Yet a restlessness stirred within him. He yearned for a world beyond the familiar pastures. He dreamt of distant lands and whispered tales of adventure. One day, resting under a sycamore tree, Santiago had a recurring dream. It spoke of a treasure buried near the pyramids of Egypt. This dream ignited a fire in his heart, a longing for something more. He knew he had to follow it. Fear wrestled with excitement within him. Santiago, with the innocence of a child and the courage of a lion, decided to listen to his heart. Driven by the vivid dream, Santiago decided to seek its meaning. He ventured into a nearby town, seeking the wisdom of a gypsy woman known for her interpretations. The woman listened intently to his dream, her eyes twinkling with an ancient knowing. She confirmed his suspicions. It was a powerful omen, a map laid out by the universe itself. The gypsy's words, though cryptic, resonated with Santiago's soul. She spoke of omens, of a personal legend that awaited him. She pointed him towards Africa, towards the Egyptian pyramids, confirming his dream's whispers. Leaving the gypsy's tent, Santiago felt a shift within him. The world seemed different, more alive, pulsating with hidden meaning. He had to embark on this journey, this pilgrimage of self-discovery. With a heart full of hope and a bag carrying his dreams, Santiago sold his flock. He was ready to trade his familiar world for the uncertainty of the unknown. He set sail from Tarifa, the southernmost tip of Spain, his eyes fixed on the African coast. In Tangier, a bustling port city, he encountered a charismatic stranger, an old man who called himself Melchizedek. The encounter was no accident, for Melchizedek was no ordinary man. He was a guide, a mentor, sent to test Santiago's resolve and set him on the right path. Melchizedek spoke of omens, of the soul of the world, and of a personal legend that awaited Santiago. He introduced him to the concept of Urim and Thummim, two stones that could help him read the omens. Santiago listened, his heart pounding with a mix of fear and excitement. He was ready to face whatever lay ahead. Tangier, however, proved to be a harsh teacher. The bustling city, a melting pot of cultures and chaos, swallowed Santiago whole. He was robbed of all his possessions, his dreams seemingly shattered before they could even take flight. Despair threatened to consume him as he wandered the labyrinthine streets, lost and alone. Yet, Santiago was not one to surrender to despair. He remembered Melchizedek's words, "When you want something, all the universe conspires in helping you to achieve it." He picked himself up, his spirit unbroken. He found work at a crystal merchant's shop, his hands learning the delicate art of trading. Santiago worked diligently, learning the nuances of trade, the art of negotiation, and the resilience of the human spirit. The crystal merchant, though a hard taskmaster, recognized Santiago's dedication and inherent goodness. One day, an Englishman walked into the crystal shop, his eyes filled with a thirst for knowledge. He was an alchemist, on a quest to unlock the secrets of the universe. He too was drawn to Santiago's story, recognizing a kindred spirit in the young shepherd. Their destinies intertwined, they embarked on a journey across the Sahara Desert. The Englishman spoke of the philosopher's stone, capable of turning any metal into gold, and the elixir of life, promising immortality. He spoke of alchemical transformations, not just of metals, but of the soul. Santiago listened, captivated, as the Englishman's words resonated with his own yearning for something more. The desert journey was long and arduous, yet, amidst the harsh beauty of the Sahara, Santiago found a strange sense of peace. He learned to read the desert's subtle signs, to understand the language of the wind and the whispers of the sand. The caravan journey across the Sahara was more than just a physical journey. It was a spiritual pilgrimage. The vastness of the desert mirrored the vastness within him. The silence, broken only by the wind's song and the camel's steady gait, allowed him to hear his own inner voice. He began to understand the language of omens, the subtle signs the universe used to guide him. He learned from the caravan leader, a man of few words but immense wisdom. He learned about the desert's unforgiving nature, its ability to test one's limits, and its power to strip away all pretense, leaving one bare and vulnerable. One night, under a canopy of 1,000,000 stars, the Englishman confessed his struggles. He had amassed knowledge, but hadn't experienced true transformation. Santiago, in his simplicity, had already begun his alchemical journey. The desert, in its silence, was teaching them both, in its own profound way. In the heart of the Sahara, nestled amidst towering dunes, lay the oasis of Al-Fayoum. It was a haven of life and tranquility, a testament to nature's resilience. Here, amidst the palm trees and the sound of bubbling springs, Santiago's destiny took another turn. He met Fatima, a beautiful desert woman with eyes as deep as the night sky. Their connection was instant, a recognition of kindred spirits. Fatima, wise beyond her years, understood Santiago's quest. She encouraged him to follow his dreams, even if it meant their paths would diverge. Their love was a love forged in destiny, a love that transcended physical boundaries. Fatima taught Santiago about the desert's soul, its ancient wisdom. She spoke of the importance of listening to one's heart, of following one's dreams, even if it meant facing the unknown. As Santiago journeyed deeper into the desert, guided by the Englishman and accompanied by the caravan, he began to understand the true meaning of Melchizedek's words. The universe was indeed conspiring to help him achieve his personal legend. He learned to trust his intuition, to read the omens, and to listen to the whispers of his heart. He discovered that the real journey was not about reaching a physical destination, but about the transformation that occurred along the way. He learned to embrace the unknown, to find beauty in the unexpected, and to see challenges as opportunities for growth. He realized that the true treasure was not something to be found, but something to be discovered within. The desert tested him, pushed him to his limits, and forced him to confront his deepest fears. But through it all, he emerged stronger, wiser, and more connected to himself and the world around him. Finally, after months of arduous travel, Santiago stood at the foot of the majestic pyramids of Egypt. The sight of these ancient wonders filled him with awe. But the real treasure, he realized, was not buried beneath the sands. He understood that the journey itself had been the real treasure. As he stood there, bathed in the golden light, he felt a profound sense of peace. Santiago returned to the sycamore tree where his journey had begun. He was no longer the same shepherd boy. He was a man transformed by experience. He found his treasure in the journey itself. Amidst the roots, he found a chest filled with gold. Santiago smiled, not for the wealth, but for the journey. He looked up at the sky, his heart overflowing with gratitude.